This morning's reading is taken from the book of John, chapter 13, and I'm reading from the Amplified Bible today. The Lord's Supper. Now, before the Passover feast, Jesus knew that his hour had come, and it was time for him to leave this world and return to the Father. Having greatly loved his own who were in the world, he loved them and continuously loves them with his perfect love to the end. It was during supper, when the devil had already put the thought of betraying Jesus into the heart of Judas Iscariot, that Jesus, knowing that the Father had put everything into his hands and that he had come from God and was now returning to God, got up from supper, took off his outer robe, and taking a servant's towel, he tied it around his waist. Then he poured water into the basin and began washing the disciples' feet and wiping them with the towel which was tied around his waist. When he came to Simon Peter, he said to him, "Lord, are you going to wash my feet?" Jesus replied to him, "You do not realize now what I am doing, but you will fully understand it later." Peter said to him, "You will never wash my feet." Jesus answered, "Unless I wash you, you have no part with me." Simon Peter said to him, "Lord, in that case, wash not only my feet, but also my hands and my head." Jesus said to him, "Anyone who is bathed needs only to wash his feet and is completely clean. And you, my disciples, are clean, but not all of you." For he knew who was going to betray him, and for that reason he said, "Not all of you are clean." So when he had washed their feet and put on his outer robe and reclined at the table again, he said to them, "Do you understand what I have done for you? You call me teacher and Lord, and you are right in doing so, for that is who I am. So if I, the Lord and teacher, washed your feet, you ought to wash one another's feet as well. For I gave you this as an example, so that you should do in turn as I did. I assure you, and most solemnly say to you, a slave is not greater than his master, nor is one who is sent greater than the one who sent him. If you know these things, you are blessed, happy and favoured by God, if you put them into practice and faithfully do them. Amen.